same thing for us, like milk, कभी कभी nuts होते हैं, almonds, walnuts, lot of greens. Sometimes fish is good for the brain बोलते हैं. Then avocados have lot of nutrients. तो ये सारी चीजें हमको बोल बोल के स्कूल में बड़ा किया है कि बाबा ब्रेन में अच्छा है. Why is the newborn period so exciting? Because it's a rapid brain growth period. It is very sensitive. It is vulnerable for injury also and vulnerable to nutrition deficiencies also. इसीलिए लगता है कि बाबा न्यूबॉर्न पीरियड में कुछ करेंगे तो बहुत फायदा होगा. And it has a very good scope of improvement. And as clinician scientists, what do we want? जर्नल में क्या चाहिए हमको? इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर. तो इसीलिए सबसे बड़ा इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर है कि बाबा प्री टर्म बेबीज का न्यूट्रिशन टारगेट कर लो, आपको सबसे मैक्सिमम इम्पैक्ट मिलेगा. दैट इज अ थॉट. So we should understand one thing. This is like a disclaimer कि preterm neurodevelopment is multifactorial and association is not equivalent to causation, because क्या क्या होता है उनके साथ. एक तो natural environment से बाहर आ गए, painful procedures हो गए, instability हो गई, बहुत सारी morbidities हो गई, and post discharge में क्या हुआ वो तो पता ही नहीं है हमको. कौन से स्कूल में गए, पेरेंट्स ने उनको कितना डांटा मारा, कैसा एनवायरमेंट था, कुछ पता नहीं है. तो न्यूरो डेवलपमेंट प्रूव होना इज we should just keep in mind कि it's going to be very difficult. This is a crowded slide which I have kept purposefully because this represents the preclinical data or animal data on nutrition and neurodevelopment. You can see a lot of things: zinc, thiamine, iron, copper, fat. इस पे थोड़ा सा डेल्व करेंगे तो पूरा एक कॉन्फ्रेंस इस पे ही बन जाएगा कि क्या होता है. तो I have sort of skipped the preclinical data and what I'll focus is on the clinical data, which means nutrition and neurodevelopment में direct evidence किस किस चीजों की है. So can the audience say, सब लोग अभी फर्स्ट ईयर सेकेंड ईयर में हैं, क्या क्या बेबीज के लिए अच्छा है इन टर्म्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट? इस पे स्टडीज पब्लिश्ड है. हाई प्रोटीन वर्सेस लो प्रोटीन पे कुछ है डेटा? देयर इज सम डेटा. और किस पे है? प्रीटर्म न्यूट्रिशन एंड न्यूरो डेवलपमेंट. सबने थोड़ा थोड़ा बीच में बोले प्रीवियस स्पीकर्स ने. डीएचए, एलसी पूफास जो बोलते हैं, उस पे डेटा पब्लिश हुआ है. थोड़ा ग्लूटामीन पे है. सो बेसिकली देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पब्लिश्ड डेटा ऑन इट, which is clinical evidence on nutrition and neurodevelopment. And वो right side का part मैंने blur करके रखा है because that is what we'll discuss in the next 4 to 5 slides की what was the conclusion of all these studies which are clinical studies. So before going again, one more caveat is that problem क्या है हमको सबसे पहले जानना है कि is nutrition deficiency causing a bad neurodevelopment कि वो एक्स्ट्रा न्यूट्रिशन से इंप्रूव हो जाएगा. टेक फॉर एग्जांपल आयोडीन. आयोडीन एंड न्यूरो डेवलपमेंट देखते हैं तो आयोडीन डेफिशिएंसी होने से प्रॉब्लम होती है. बट आप आयोडीन बच्चे को ज्यादा दे दोगे तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि उसकी आईक्यू पॉइंट्स बढ़ जाएंगे. तो व्हेनेवर यू रीड द डेटा, मेक श्योर कि सेम विद आयरन. आयरन डेफिशिएंसी में कॉज टायर्डनेस, फैटीग प्रॉब्लम्स, बट आयरन एक्स्ट्रा देने से कुछ एडवांटेज है कि नहीं, वी विल सी इन सम टाइम. डज इट हेल्प इन ऑल द पॉपुलेशन? Studies which are done in developing countries where baseline malnutrition is there, this is specific for maternal studies, उसमें बहुत इंप्रूवमेंट दिख जाता है. बट वेस्टर्न में पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं कि बाबा हम तो हेल्दी है, हमको डेफिशिएंसी नहीं है, तो और क्यों खिला रहे हो? नेचुरल वर्सेस सिंथेटिक सब्स्टिट्यूट. वी हर्ड अ लॉट अबाउट एचएमओ, डीएचए. मेन प्रॉब्लम है कि बाबा जो ह्यूमन मिल्क में जो कंपोनेंट है उसको आप आर्टिफिशियल लैब में क्रिएट तो कर दोगे, बट एब्जॉर्ब भी हो रहा है कि नहीं, वी डोंट नो. एंड इट इम्प्रूव टेस्ट स्कोर्स. दिस इज अ वेरी पॉपुलर रिजल्ट. जब भी कोई एमआर आता है एप्टामिल गोल्ड वाला, तो सबसे पहले बोलता है कि सर स्पिंगोमाइलिन से थोड़ा सा पॉइंट्स बढ़ गए. आप देखोगे तो दोनों के पॉइंट्स तो नॉर्मल ही है. तो एक को 90% आ रहा है, 95% आ रहा है, बट वो था नॉर्मल. तो पेरेंट्स के आईक्यू की वजह से है कि वो स्पिंगोमाइलिन की वजह से, हाउ डू वी नो? So please interpret the evidence carefully, but I'll go through some specific topics in terms of evidence. तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन था जो नीरज सर ने बता दिया था, कैलोरी इनटेक इज एज पर एस्पागान 110 और 115 to 130. So my question to you all is, does extra calories improve neurodevelopmental outcome? मैं बोलूँ 140 150 दे दूँ तो what do you think? No, it is very clear. ज्यादा खिलाने से तो मोटे ही हो जाएंगे और कुछ होगा नहीं. आगे जाके मेटाबॉलिक सिंड्रोम हो जाएगा, हाइपरटेंशन, डायबिटीज. So there is no data to show that extra calories will improve neurodevelopmental outcome. But does calorie, I'll reverse this question, does calorie deprivation cause worse outcome? अगर कम दोगे तो yes. So there are a lot of small studies, but generally they say that early caloric deprivation has affected Bayley-3 scale. This is the most latest study that I found. और less than 85 kilocalories for the first 2 weeks देने से उनके स्कोर कम हुए. Again note that the sample size is small, but again this is a very physiological question, so we don't need more studies कि पापा development कम होगा तो ही हम खाना देंगे adequately, है ना? So this is a sort of a very simple thing. Provide adequate calories between whatever is recommended. Protein पे बहुत ज़्यादा studies है. Higher protein, higher parental protein, enteral protein. So this is the summary of all that evidence. So there are 6 studies so far which are clinically published, which have neurodevelopmental outcome as their secondary outcome, primary outcome wale nahi hai. And majority of them are with parenteral nutrition. So in 2015 जब ये aggressive nutrition का concept था, तो parenteral nutrition, parental protein of 4 grams up to 4.5 people have tried, and let us see what results came out of that. जो रेड में लिखा है वो हार्म हुआ है, जो ग्रीन में लिखा है वो बेनिफिट हुआ है. तो ये जो फर्स्ट स्टडी थी ब्लैंको की, उसमें 18 मंथ्स पे एक्चुअली दे फाउंड लोअर MDI व्हेन दे यूज प्रोटीन्स एज हाई एज 4 ग्राम पर किलो. फिर उनको क्या करना पड़ा, दे हैड टू पब्लिश अनदर पेपर कि 24 मंथ्स पे बाबा ठीक है तो हार्म तो नहीं हुआ है करके. सो दे हैव पब्लिश्ड 2 पेपर्स. Rest of the studies did not have difference. Hari Balakrishnan is my colleague at Surya Hospital. His thesis in KEM was again high protein versus low. He found actually a smaller head circumference at discharge, जिनको higher protein दिया था. The only one study which has exclusively done about enteral protein 4.5 gram, उनका term पे head circumference ज़्यादा था थोड़ा. Enteral protein 4.6 तक दिया है उन्होंने. So, but that was only again term. मैंने asterisk लगाया because 1 year neurodevelopment was again same. So basically, this is your full summary for protein high देना है, low देना है. Very weak evidence or no evidence in terms of what. And then when we did our own systematic review in current opinions, we actually found that this was more than 600 infants. कि 3.5 के ऊपर ही parenteral protein is not a great idea, and the newest ESPGHAN guidelines aligns with that कि 2.5 से 3.5 तक ही दे दो. अगर parenteral है तो don't even go up to 4. For enteral also they have sort of made it a little conservative in this new 20. This one we had published in 2018, so it is a little older, but it was a very comprehensive review that was done. Then coming to individual amino acids. So there are a few popular amino acids that are studied. One of them is arginine, 2009 में हुआ है, and the other one is glutamine. Yes, preterm babies में use किया. They started it in the first week of life, and they continued. Some continued for 28 days. किसी ने ज़्यादा दिया. 2, 3, 4 is actually the follow-up of one single study. यानी उन्होंने same intervention किया, and they were followed up at different ages. So arginine में कुछ benefit नहीं मिला. ये जो ग्लूटामिन का फर्स्ट पेपर था उसमें थोड़ा हेड ग्रोथ अच्छा था फर्स्ट ईयर तक. उसका जो 8 ईयर आउटकम था उसमें MRI showed slightly better white matter volume, a little bit better brain stem volume, but clinically जब ये functional assessment हुआ तो कुछ भी difference नहीं मिला. In fact, that red asterisk says that the visuospatial working memory was actually slightly poorer in the patient subgroup who got enteral glutamine. So again, I would say individual amino acid supplementation, currently there is no clear data to say कि glutamine देना चाहिए, although there is lot of animal studies on glutamine. So the preclinical studies are very glutamine friendly, so there might be some role. When you go through the preclinical studies, you will realize that it is in an injured brain model, and a hypoxic rat को उसने glutamine दिया है तो healing fast हो रही है. बहुत preterm rats को ये दे दिया है तो healing brain development is better. So a lot of preclinical data is there. Maybe studies can continue, but routine use is definitely not recommended. What about availability? मैंने जस्ट कल ही रात को सोचा कि चलो देख लेते हैं ग्लूटामिन मिलता है कि नहीं. तो Amazon has an answer for everything. इंडिया में तो सब मिलता है, कल ही डिलीवर हो रहा है मेरे घर पे. तो बेसिकली अवेलेबिलिटी इज नॉट एन इशू. हमको लगता है कि नहीं है, बट आजकल लॉट ऑफ दिस न्यूट्रा केमिकल्स आर अवेलेबल ऑनलाइन. तो नॉट टू गिव एनी आइडियाज फॉर एनी रिसर्च, बट जस्ट टू से कि अवेलेबिलिटी का इतना इशू नहीं है. बट दे आर नॉट rigorously tested, just like we talked about probiotics. None of them go through an FDA approval or a pharmaceutical product. Lipids पे कुछ studies हुई है, high lipid, low lipid, type of lipid for neurodevelopment. Lipid has always been of interest because PUFA जो बोलते हैं ना, polyunsaturated fatty acids are a part of that. And these two studies are basically about the lipid dose and type. The first study was 1 gram versus 3 gram. उनमें कुछ difference नहीं था. Second thing, they use fish oil base, which is SMOF, which is what a lot of us currently use. So SMOF versus intralipid also did not show any improvement in neurodevelopment. So again, it is good to start lipids in time, but may not be very beneficial in terms of evidence-based brain outcomes. What is LC-PUFA? Long chain stands for more than 20 carbons. Unsaturated मतलब एक double bond होना चाहिए. Saturated will have no double bonds. And the position of the double bond will tell you whether it's omega-3 or omega-6. Lot of interest. So this is one of the favorites of the formula companies, DHA. इतना फेवरेट हो गया DHA कि in 2020 US FDA made it mandatory कि बाबा आपको प्रोटीन डालना है फॉर्मूला में, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स डालना है, you add DHA. वो कंट्रोवर्सी उनको चाहिए ही नहीं थी. तो nowadays currently all formulas in India which are available will have DHA. The government has not allowed to make a formula without DHA. That much that is how popular it has become. So these were the early studies. Again DHA versus no DHA की study है. The third one is by the ratio. DHA तो सब डालने लगे, तो फिर क्या करेंगे, चलो लेट अस ट्राई टू मेक द रेशियो ऑप्टिमल। थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रिलिमिनरी डेटा है, 2 years पे स्लाइटली बेटर स्कोर्स लाइक आई सेड, बट बोथ द स्कोर्स वर नॉर्मल। स्पिंगोमाइलिन तो एक पेरेंट ने मुझे ओपीडी में आके बोला, सर इसके तो नाम में ही माइलिन है, आप ये क्यों नहीं दे रहे हो, माइलिन तो ब्रेन होता है, आपको पता होना चाहिए। So there was one company which was called IQ था उनके एंड में, Similac IQ, so that has again been banned, you know, the company has been advised not to use IQ term. So you know, this is all sort of you know, mainly for marketing, but the studies are very weak। देखोगे तो उनको they are all observational studies, थोड़े बच्चों को 20% स्पिंगोमाइलिन वाला फॉर्मूला दिया, थोड़ों को 13 वाला दिया, उसके आगे क्या हुआ कुछ पता नहीं है, सीधा 2 साल पे देख लिया, थोड़ा सा स्कोर्स बेटर थे, and that is, you know, been published, mostly they are all company funded studies। The largest trial on DHO supplementation, which is the N3RO trial, actually, you know, was huge. It was 1200 babies there, 1200 babies there, and they used a 1% versus 0.3 of the total fatty acid DHA, higher dose, and they did not find a difference either at 2 years nor at 7 years. So this is again not to say that DHA has no role, but just adding by DHA, you know, won't change any outcome. Probiotics, we discussed a lot about short-term benefits. It's, you know, up to the audience to decide whether short-term benefits are there or no, but neurodevelopment wise, it has been studied and there is no evidence to say that just by adding probiotics will help. Prebiotics, same. We talked a lot about HMOS and all, and again from neurodevelopment point of view, a lot of animal data is there, a lot of interest is there, a lot of labs are trying to, you know, replicate the exact HMO, but so far no clinical evidence has been translated. Vitamin D, there is one study 200 versus 600 which had neurodevelopmental outcome as their outcome, and there was no difference with higher vitamin D. Iodine, like I said, a very large trial, 1200 babies was conducted and published in 2017. Again, no difference. This preliminary data also had come from areas which are iodine deficient. So this is not to say that iodine deficiency is good, but extra supplementation is not needed. So I think we have to again clarify to what I said, कि बाबा deficiency state है तो help करेगा ही. But agar if you are, you know, having a balanced diet, you are replete for that nutrient, then adding extra won't help. 2 minerals which are of very good interest. So I thought iron से तो पक्का कुछ मिल जाएगा. Evidence कि iron बहुत अच्छा है. So when I looked at it, all studies are talking about iron status. तो किसी ने cord blood ferritin किया है, किसी ने maternal किया है. And in those states, they found कि जिन mothers deficient थी या जिनका cord iron level, ferritin level कम था, उनमें there was prolonged ABR यानी beta latency, some abnormal neurobehavior patterns, visual recognitions. There were a lot of them were reversible अगर newborn period से iron supplement start किया था तो. So again, this is not to decide whether iron supplementation is needed or not. It is definitely needed. In India, we know that mothers are majority are iron deficient. But what I'm trying to say is कि जो नहीं है, that population में extra iron again, you know, is not thought to be more neuroprotective. We feel tired, you know, we have lack of concentration when we are anemic. But once our hemoglobin is beyond a particular point, then we are all okay. It, you know, doesn't make that much of a difference. Zinc supplements, good evidence from Cochrane. I think we saw 1 or 2 slides by the previous presenters. They are short term, better weight gain, better linear growth. But again, neurodevelopment at 1 year, there was no difference in terms of zinc. And apart from these clinical data, there are tons of preclinical studies, but they are mainly on animal models which are brain injured. So उसमें क्या देखते हैं कि brain recovery किससे जल्दी होती है? थोड़ा antioxidant like vitamin C दे दो, vitamin E दे दो, acyl carnitine, taurine, lactoferrin. So a lot of studies are there even on magnesium. So there is a lot of potential, lot of hope, but we are still in the preclinical stage for that before we translate all of that into clinical evidence. So this seems to be very disheartening, यानी कि finally तो कुछ बहुत strong तो मिला नहीं brain growth के लिए, but we are very persistent. So we are the persistent research scientists, and we always have a willing partner, which is the pharma industry or the nutraceutical industry. And this I found an ongoing study in Netherlands. It's a very large multi-center study. उन्होंने सोचा एक से फायदा नहीं हो रहा है तो 3 चीजें दे देते हैं. So they are using a combination of glutamine plus prebiotic plus probiotic. उसके टाइटल में लिखा है कि to evaluate the effect of a nutritional product on brain integrity, and they are looking at some MRIs. People are less, you know, focused on finding long-term outcomes because उससे long-term जितना करोगे उतना chances कम है कि कुछ मिलेगा useful, है ना? So people are more focused on short-term outcomes. So still, you know, there are people who are still researching on that. So coming to this willing partner, तो ये कौन है? मूवी देखने वाला कोई है fan? Who is this sir? Ramesh Sippy, very good. So he had this super hit movie, शोले बना दिए उसने. तो शोले मूवी तो बहुत चल गई, तो बाकी लोग सोचने लगे कि बाबा इसको रेप्लिकेट कैसे करें, उन्होंने इतना पैसा बनाया, एटलीस्ट 50% भी बना देंगे तो ठीक हो जाएगा. So they tried to find what made that film hit. उससे क्या हुआ, चलो रीमेक कर सकते हैं क्या, बट कॉपीराइट इश्यूज है तो रीमेक तो नहीं कर पाएंगे, थोड़ा नया लुक देना पड़ेगा, थोड़े नए स्टार्स लेने पड़ेंगे, पर स्टार अवेलेबल भी होने चाहिए। अभी हर बार अमिताभ बच्चन नहीं मिलेंगे शायद, उनके कॉस्ट ज्यादा होगा, एंड थोड़ा कुछ मसाला डाल देंगे, एज लॉन्ग एज द मसाला इज safe for the censor board and safe for the audience. So who is our willing partner? The formula companies. And now I'll introduce some stars and masala for the new directors, all of these. So the DHA, AA in their ratios, sphingomyelin, lactoferrin, HMFG सुना है लोगों ने, अभी नया आया, लास्ट 2-3 महीने पहले आए थे, ह्यूमन मिल्क फैट ग्लोब्यूल, so it is considered to be more similar to mother's milk. Probiotics, HMOs, and lots of etc. You know, there are too many products which are there, and there are some neglected stars. वो क्यों है? क्योंकि उनको टाइम नहीं है, अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है, तो उसको they can't replicate it. The main, you know, factors of breast milk, which are the live cells, growth factors, sialic acid, and there are, you know, breast milk is not only about DHA, sphingomyelin. वो तो सिर्फ हम बना पाते हैं तो we promote it. There are tons of other things which are not. No remake is as good as the original, so we should understand that. And this is a famous dialogue again. So basically, mom, you know, we all come down to mom. Actually, the companies are also trying to select particles from mother's own milk only. And this has been extensively discussed. So I'll just sort of summarize 3-4 points. Exclusive breastfeeding is the best. Higher quantity, and a majority breast milk है तो अच्छा है. There is a dose dependent effect. Every 25 ml per kilo per day ज़्यादा देने से थोड़े, you know, points बढ़े हैं. Every extra month of breastfeeding helps. There has been MRI studies that has shown better IQ points at 7 years, ADHD, reading, maths, visual memory, you know, you name it, and those benefits are there. A lot of the recent ones are from good trials. Yani 1 or 2 7-year outcomes to publish where they are from the DHA trial. Yani those, you know, they were well controlled groups. RCTs के follow-up data भी है. So I think basically when, you know, the companies who are putting the masala are also looking at this, then why don't we just revert back to this? So I think best feed क्या है वो तो सबने बता दिया है, but I'll fine tune it a little bit more. So I feel from the brain point of view, directly from the breast, which is direct mother's own milk is the best. Second best is freshly pumped mother's milk, जो फ्रिज में रखा ही नहीं है, 2 to 3 hours बाहर रख दिया, बेबी को पिला दिया, that is second best. Live cells सब alive रहते हैं. Third best is which you have stored in the fridge for up to 24 hours, but ये तीनों mom ही है, अपने mother के खुद की milk है. And then there are some second best options, which is frozen mother's own milk. वो भी अपनी mother का है, suppose baby बीच में नहीं feed कर रहा था या ज़्यादा था. Then comes your pasteurized donor human milk, and then comes your preterm formula. Now understand, this is only from the brain perspective. I have closed all the other, you know, short-term benefits and long-term benefits for the sake of this presentation. This is only related to the brain and nutrition. Okay. Last thing is how to interpret the evidence. So this, the classic case of caffeine, I think everybody knows. This lady pulling the hair is the queen of RCTs, Barbara Schmidt. So when she did her CAP trial, her thought or her hypothesis was कि बाबा कॉफी बच्चों को कैसे देंगे, जरूर ब्रेन में कुछ हार्म होगा, तो सोच के देते हैं, थोड़ा देते हैं, एपनिया में तो हेल्प करेगा. So if you heard even one talk of hers, you will know what I'm, you know, you will relate to what I'm telling you. फिर लोगों ने क्या किया, 2-year development, थोड़ा प्रोटेक्टिव है. She was herself wondering कि मैंने तो सोचा था हार्म नहीं करे तो ही बड़ी बात है, प्रोटेक्टिव क्यों प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं. Then 5-year data published हुआ, 11-year data has been published. So people have sort of, you know, interpreted it, but you should understand that with time what happens that there are so many confounding factors, schooling, peer environment, that you can't control for those things. So वो study जिसके लिए की है primary outcome उसको interpret कर लो और फिर खुश रहो. Even now when you hear her speak, last year there was an online lecture, she says the same thing कि बाबा harm नहीं करता है. Not even once the, you know, horse's mouth से आपको सुनने नहीं मिलेगा कि caffeine is neuroprotective. All she will say कि बाबा apnea में helpful है, neuro development को harm नहीं करता है, but the interpretation that we have given it is like a golden drug, है ना? So inherent problems of trials are not likely to go. Individual micronutrients are unlikely to shine because the first slide I said neurodevelopment is multifactorial. Longer term, जितना लंबा आउटकम लोगे उतना चांसेस है कि कुछ इफेक्टिव थेरेपी भी नहीं होगी. उनके दूसरा जो टिप ट्रायल था उसमें भी ऐसे ही हुआ. पहले 2 years डिस्चार्ज पे देखा, ग्रेड 3-4 IVH कम हो गया, 2 years न्यूरो डेवलपमेंट वो सेम. तो इंडोमिथासिन का जितना, you know, पब्लिसिटी हुई थी वो वैसे ही डाउन होके ये हो गई. तो लॉन्गर आउटकम्स हैव दैट इनहेरेंट प्रॉब्लम की डैम्पनिंग हो जाती है. एंड शॉर्ट टर्म आउटकम्स फॉर अस आर नॉट एक्साइटिंग इनफ. हम सोचते हैं कि बाबा क्यों करें, तो you know कुछ ज्यादा फायदा नहीं है तो क्यों करें. So let us come to the last 2-3 slides of this. So should we jump the gun and, you know, give DHA, give everything, or should we wait for more evidence? So I'll take you through, you know, 3 or 4 key messages. First thing is that, you know, we are all going back to nature. Delayed cord clamping ho jaye, full enteral feed ho jaye whenever possible. Mother's own milk ho jaye. Abhi I'm telling one more step further, ki give fresh mother's own milk whenever possible rather than storing. So going back to nature seems to be the way forward. If not possible, then use the second best option, whether it is, you know, mother's own milk kept in the fridge, or it is your pasteurized milk. Second is that there are some things that have potential for benefit in neurodevelopment. ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ भी नहीं है, and they are DHA, A, उनका ratio बराबर करो. So the study should go on at a preclinical basis, and once there is enough evidence, they can continue. I think optimal protein intake is important. Glutamine, like I said, the animal evidence is overwhelming. Sphingomyelin has some role, but we should know how to read in between the evidence. We should not get fooled by the companies who come and promote कि सर इसमें ये डाल दिए हमने तो थोड़ा ज्यादा अच्छा है. गोल्ड नाम दे देंगे कुछ, you know, डायमंड प्लैटिनम वाले फॉर्मूलाज आते हैं, तो you know we should just be careful when we prescribe. Better development score है. This is my, you know, this was one of my favorite things कि वो आ जाता था बताने की development score better है. मैं देखता था दोनों के तो normally लग रहे हैं, एक का 98 है, एक का 92 है. So both babies are essentially normal. So how does that better score help? And association is not causation, like I said. The third message is always avoid nutritional deficiency. तो हम supplements नहीं देंगे ज़्यादा, but we should make sure that maternal and infant and neonatal deficiencies नहीं होनी चाहिए. Specifically for these products, these nutrients, iron, zinc, iodide, calcium phosphate, and the vitamins. So we should always keep the maternal health very good, nutrition very good, and the preterm babies and infants nutrition very good. And the fourth message is that if we target neurodevelopment in our everyday rounds, then we will be just looking for excuses. ये क्यों डालना है थोड़ा extra protein, क्यों थोड़ा MOM देना है, थोड़ा PN दे देते हैं. So our goal should be focused on 3 things. Is the baby today getting adequate nutrition? That is my shortest term goal. Every weekly or twice weekly I assess, is my baby getting balanced nutrition, carbohydrate, protein ratio, all of that is good. And is my baby growing? So as long as the baby growing, that is a sign of well-being. So growth हो जाएगी तो development ठीक से हो जाएगा. In fact, lot of studies have shown that whatever extra nutrition you give, अगर उससे growth नहीं हुआ तो development भी नहीं होगा अच्छा. So growth, as we all say, is a sign of well-being. So tracking the growth, और NICU में उतना ही कर सकते हैं, और तो कुछ एस्ट्रोलॉजर का कैमरा नहीं लगा सकते देखने के लिए कि ब्रेन में कितना जा रहा है या क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है. So this is my final message. कर्मण्येधा वाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन means फल की चिंता मत करो, आप लोग डेली न्यूट्रिशन पहुंचाते जाओ. And karma for us is having a nutritional rounds in NICU. That is my request for all the people कि आपके rounds हो जाते हैं, acute rounds हो जाते हैं. Twice a week at least have a nutritional rounds जिसमें आप calories, protein, micronutrients सब calculate कर ले, और फिर neuro development automatically अच्छी हो जाएगी as long as you know